Yo, what is up YouTube? It's your boy Smequle, also known as Smequle, but you can call me Smequle. And in today's video, we're going to be finding out what would happen if the NBA decided to ban threes. Obviously, this isn't something that is going to happen anytime soon or at all even, because the threes is one of the most exciting parts of the game. Taking that out will just completely ruin the whole game of basketball, but we're testing it anyways here. So in order to do this, I actually had to go through the whole roster and I set everybody's three-point tendency to 0. That way nobody is going to be shooting any threes at all. As you can see here, everybody's three-point tendency is at 0, and we're going to be going back to the 2016 season with the current rosters, not after the draft or anything, not after the trades. And we're going to be seeing who will actually end up winning. How would the past season change differently? Who would be the best players now? Would people like Steph Curry be nearly as successful? Other three-point shooters, James Harden, they shoot a lot of threes. Your three-point champion, Eric Gordon, would he have an impact on the game at all? There's a lot of people that rely heavily on the three-point shot. So we're going to be finding out how this would actually change the league. Anyways, guys, if you do go on to enjoy the video, smash that like button. Let's try to hit 1,000 likes on today's video. I think we're close on yesterday's video. I think we probably hit it by now, but anyways, guys, smash that like button. We're gonna hop right into the game, right into the series here. Alright, so we are at the trade deadline now, and we're going to be going over to the stats here, looking at the league leaders. As we can see here, Russell Westbrook, he's still up on top, but we got a lot of people that don't shoot the three up here. They're a lot more dominant. I mean, DeMar DeRozan is second, doing even better than he did this season. Jimmy Butler's up here. Isaiah Thomas, he doesn't shoot the three too much, but he is a shorter player. I didn't think he'd be doing this good, but he's up there at 4th. Kawhi Leonard's up there. James Harden is still up there, not shooting the three. So the most anybody is shooting on here is about 0.5 points per game. So you can take like 1 point off any of these players that normally shoot threes, like Isaiah Thomas. Russell Westbrook's not shooting at all. Isaiah Thomas, you can take 0.5 points off for some of these players because they did shoot a few threes. A bit of a glitch with 2K here, but they're not shooting many threes at all. So as you can see here, a bit differently than we'd see now. Steph Curry, he's still doing actually really good despite not shooting a three. Damian Lillard's still up there. I mean, a lot of these players are still doing good, even though they can't shoot the three as good. I guess they're still going inside, hitting shots. And we're going to actually go over to the standings, which I think is going to be the biggest thing here. The Raptors are actually up on top. As you can see over here, the Cavaliers are 4th in the conference. They are one of the best three-point shooting teams. They always set records for three-point shooting, so they're doing a lot worse without that three-point shot. The Celtics are up there. The Bucks. See, the Raptors, they got Lowry, who's a good three-point shooter, but other than that, they don't really shoot the three too much. We got the Bucks. They don't shoot it too often. So some of these teams that you see that don't shoot the three too much are going to be up there. And then we got the Nets at the bottom, like always. Actually, I'd like to see the Pistons. They're not really good three-point shooting team. Still in the same position. Let's go over the West, though. And the Rockets are actually up on top. So these two teams are still three-point shooting teams. The Warriors not doing nearly as good. The Rockets are doing a lot better. The Spurs are right up there with them. The Thunder, they don't really shoot it too much. So the standings are definitely a lot different when you simulate it normally. Golden State's always up on top. Every time I've done it, they've been up on top. So we're going to keep going through the season, see how everything turns out, and see who ends up winning. Will Golden State win? Will somebody else get the MVP? Will Russell Westbrook still get it? We'll see all that stuff at the end of the season, but I will see you there. Alright, so we're at the end of the season, and Russell Westbrook still gets that MVP, getting that triple-double, actually even better than in real life. 0% from the three, as you can see. Joel Embiid gets the Rookie of the Year, and then Corey Joseph gets 6th Man of the Year. I was not expecting that at all. He did shoot a few threes. He only shot like 4 or 5 throughout the season, though, so it didn't have too much of an impact on him. He actually did a lot better than he would normally without the 3-ball in the game. Not sure if that would affect too much though. Hassan Whiteside gets defensive player, and Jeremy Lin with the most improved. So Corey Joseph, the only one that shot a 3 on this list. Dwayne Casey. I guess the Raptors were just dominant without that 3-point shot. As you can see here, overall 87, 54 and 28 for them. We're going to advance into the All-NBA teams. We got Westbrook, Jimmy Butler, LeBron. So did Steph Curry make any of them? Steph Curry not making any of the All-NBA teams. When you take that 3 away from him, he's just not as good as he used to be. I wonder how no other player relies on it as much as him. Lots of these players don't shoot too often either. I mean, LeBron's just a beast inside no matter what. All these players are just animals inside. James Harden is a shooter, but I mean, he doesn't rely on the 3, I guess. John Wall, Kawhi Leonard, Kevin Durant, Hassan Whiteside. So you see a lot of players that don't shoot the 3 just doing a lot better than they normally would, because I mean, the players that do shoot it, they can't do it anymore. So let's look at stats. Let's look at the stats right here. Let's go to player stats per game. I want to see Steph Curry. He's still 95 overall, 24.2 points per game. I mean, he still did crazy good, but he still had a really good season. Let's just go over to league leaders then. So Russell Westbrook ended up leading the league, 32.1. We got DeRozan, Kawhi Leonard, Jimmy Butler. So the top 4 players don't shoot the 3 at all. Definitely an impact right there. They normally wouldn't be as far up there. Then we got Damian Lillard, LeBron, Steph, Isaiah. I mean, lots of these guys do shoot the 3, but I guess they're still good inside anyways. We're going to go into the playoffs though and see if it has an effects on the standings in the playoffs. We got Raptors at first seed. Actually, I need to check that too. I want to check that before anything. I want to see who came first and who came last. Okay, standings conference. So Raptors were on top of the league, 54 wins. Definitely a huge improvement. I mean, they still do around the same. They're not a heavy 3-point shooting team except for Kyle Lowry, I guess. Even then, he's not too much. We got the Cavaliers in second, Celtics, Bucks doing really good. The Bulls made it into the playoffs. The Pistons made it in. The Pacers and the Wizards. The Knicks really close. Any teams at the bottom here, the Nets, the Hornets didn't do nearly as good as they normally would. The Hawks. Let's go over to the West now. Golden State, they still get that first seed. Houston is right behind them. Golden State didn't do nearly as good though. Not nearly as good as they normally would. When we take away that 3 though, we got the Rockets. And then who's at the bottom now? The Pellies are at the bottom. Their team just kind of sucks in general. The Trailblazers are down there. So the normal teams, I mean, not too much has changed. Let's see if the Warriors are able to win the playoffs. So let's simulate the first round here. Pistons, Spurs are out. The Raptors are out. The Grizzlies are out. The Timberwolves are out. The Jazz are out. The Bulls are out. Why do I keep saying everybody that's out? So the Bucks, Wizards, Celtics, Pacers, Golden State still moves on. Oklahoma, Houston, and the Clippers are all into the second round. The Cavaliers actually end up losing to the Pacers. Let's simulate another round here. The Clippers lost. The Pacers lost. OKC barely lost right there. So Boston moving on, beating the Pacers. The Bucks barely making it through, and the Warriors, they didn't do too good. I mean, they still won. They didn't go like 4-0 or anything. Let's simulate another round here. The Warriors are still gonna make it, and then we're up against the Bucks. So the Bucks, a really solid squad. I mean, they got Giannis. They're not 3-point shooters at all, as you can see here, and we're going up against the Warriors. Will they be able to take down the Warriors team when they can't shoot 3? I mean, Klay Thompson's pretty much out of the game. He doesn't do much but shoot the 3. He's a good defender still though. But let's simulate this round and see who takes it. The Milwaukee Bucks were able to beat the Golden State Warriors. Giannis gets that finals MVP. And I mean, I guess it really did have an impact on the game. Klay Thompson gets 15 points. Steph Curry gets 22. I mean, the performance just wasn't as good as it would be. Steph Curry, they lost their deadliest weapon. Steph, Durant, and Thompson are all killers from the three, so definitely an impact on the game for sure. Without the three-point line, I mean, teams would have to go at it a lot differently. The Warriors are still a dominant team. I mean, they really are. They're really good at everything. They got good defenders. They can still shoot. They got Kevin Durant. So I was expecting Cleveland to go a bit farther. I mean, they don't rely on the three too much. Some of the teams still made it up there, even with the high 3 points they shot per game. But there you go, guys. Without the three-pointer in the game, the Warriors actually weren't able to win it. It would be close in real life. Anyways, leave a comment down below what you would think would happen if they got rid of the three-point line. Leave a comment which team you think would win. Do you think it would be the Bucks? Do you think it would be somebody different? I could see the Bucks winning. I mean, they got a solid squad. If you're not shooting the threes, they could definitely do some good stuff. It'd be a lot different game. Everybody would be inside. It would just be so weird if there was a no three-point line in the game. Anyways, guys, that is it for today's video. If you did enjoy it, don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe for more daily content, and of course, I will see you next time. Peace.